Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to episode 2 of A Passionate Eclectic and a Retired Liar. Yes, we are back for episode 2 because apparently people liked episode 1. How are you today,
Uh,
Sir Gleeful?
what's up? What's up? We good. You know how it is. Fuck, I'm trying to remember. There's something I wanted to say, but I already forgot. I already fucked up the start of episode 2. Oh my gosh. Anyways, what it do? What it do? We back for episode 2.
Yes, so thank you to everybody who listened for episode 1. I got really good reviews. So I am excited to keep talking away about stuff I'm normally yip yapping about anyway, just now in a public forum. So we shall press on.
She do be chit chat.
uh, and now I've uploaded our podcast to all most podcast platforms, so Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts. So if you want to just listen to the audio, if you're at work and you can't watch the video, you just want to listen to the audio, head there. So let's
But
get.
if you do want to stare at the lovely Mika Passionate Electric's face, you know where to find her with the video link.
Thank you, sir. They won't be staring at you because
Yeah, no. I'm just a
A,
nigga with a voice.
and you're on the phone, and they won't let you show your photo, and B, you decided to just be a nigga with a voice. Anywho, we'll get him on camera one day, guys. One day. Maybe if you guys put in the comments, we want to see your love. I've seen his lovely face. We want to see your lovely face. So, one day, guys. So, let's get started with our news, entertainment news, and gossip. We're going to first start out talking about Lizzo this week. And it seems like everybody's always talking about Lizzo. Not that I mind
I'm
because I
not
love
gonna
Lizzo.
hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. I am one of them niggas that have never heard of Lizzo till maybe the last like 2 years. And I
Really?
still never heard no Lizzo song. Yeah, I just seen her like maybe 2 years ago for the first time, and niggas was hating on her because she a big girl. I'm just like, yo, why is this girl getting so much hate? Because it was on the TL. And then I realized she was a music maker too. But you know, I ain't never really listened to her shit, so it is what it is.
Yeah. So I will tell you the truth. I found out about Lizzo from listening to what's it called it? The Elvis Duran show on iHeartRadio and Z100 in New York. She came on when she first, well, no, actually I think she had been out already. And they introduced her and they were like such big Lizzo fans, and I'm like, who is this girl? And then I found out she was black, and then I found out that she played all these instruments and how talented she was. And they, kept having her come on the show. She was so talented. And so that's how I got introduced to Lizzo. Started following her from there. And she's a joy. Like, I know some people don't like her. I don't care. I feel like, listen, she's a happy person of who she is. She should. And she's also insanely talented. So fuck everybody else who doesn't like her. That's my opinion.
You
But
know what? I can stand behind that opinion. Since I'm a part-time hating ass nigga, I'll give her a little look. You feel me? Cause I do be a hater. I'm not gonna hold you. I be hating just to hate sometimes, but you know that's not all the times. I just be trolling too. So I'll give her a peep. What would be the best song to put me on? Like your first song that you advise I listen to?
well, since you've been, like I said last podcast, since you've been in a Renaissance space, definitely listen to her current album. Uh, and I think, well, I used to listen to YouTube Music, and it'll pull in some of her like very popular hits as well. But I would start there because I think you would probably like Special. I believe is her current album. It's absolutely in the same genre as Renaissance.
Yeah, but Beyonce was singing though. It's not about the genre; it's the singing and what she was singing. You know,
Yes.
'cause Beyonce was talking about, I feel like falling in love. Yeah, you feel me? That's how I be every winter time, Beyonce. I feel like falling in love too. Tonight I'm in the mood for
Yeah,
some.
Beyonce is. I okay. I see what you're saying. Beyonce's album is more of a. It's more about. I agree. It's more about love and fucking and
Yeah,
partying.
that's definitely about fucking. She be talking about riding shit. I be like, damn,
Right.
girl.
So I get it. Lizzo's is that more. Again, I feel like with Lizzo, her music is more build you up, feel good. It's literally called special. So it's about you being special and what that looks like and what that means. So be loved and about the time,
Okay.
like
So
those.
the first song you advising me to listen to then is called Special.
No, no, no. The first song is well, I
Cause
guess.
I said I'll give her a part time listen, not a whole damn album review.
Well, you've heard about Damn Time already, right?
Hell no.
You have not heard about Damn Time?
I don't even know what this lady's voice sounds like. I've never even heard her talk. Yeah, I know nothing about this young lady.
I'm annoyed. Like, are you kidding me? So I wonder, is it just popular up here because her music is always playing up here?
Really? I mean, shit. I live under a rock. If you haven't noticed, but if you haven't noticed, you will notice that I really live under a rock. If it ain't no interest to me, then I do simply do not know.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Okay. So yes, listen to About Damn Time. Um, she has a really nice mix of To Be Loved
Like
that
the
I
one from
like.
Shrek, to be loved, to be loved. Yeah, that one, the one Donkey
No,
was singing.
it's her
No,
own her
her own
own.
little rendition.
Yeah.
Mm. She should have got Donkey on that bitch.
And
Not her
Birthday
first.
Girl, I like to. Hmm, trying to see what's in her older stuff. Truth Hurts is good. Um, Good as Hell is good. Yeah, so I'll send you a list, and you come back.
Um, how about you send me the list after I listen to About Downtime, and we'll see from there. We'll go from there.
You're gonna love her. So this week in people who do not love Lizzo is racist people, because as I said, Lizzo is very talented. She actually knows how to play multiple instruments, and she was invited to play James Madison, who, for those who do not know, James Madison was a United States president. She was invited to play a 200-year flute owned by James Madison. And if for those who do know Lizzo, she used to play her flute very often at her concerts. I have not seen her current concert for Special, so I'm not sure if she is actually still playing the flute. at her current concert, but she did play the flute at the Library of Congress about a week ago, and there was a lot of people, politicians, who literally had a heart attack about it. And people who do know Lizzo had to point out that she's a classically trained artist. She majored in music and she knows how to play actual instruments. I don't think they so much cared about that. It was just like a big black woman was playing a flute owned by their racist white president. So they were all over Twitter, writing articles, throwing shade, being upset.
Mm-hmm.
The estate for James Madison actually invited Lizzo to play the flute there for them. So she's actually, I don't know if she's declined the invitation or whatever, but there was that. If you listen to the performance, it was so gorgeous. It was very, she wasn't even playing her music, which she could. She was actually playing something classical. But you'll have to watch that clip if you have missed it. I just want to point out, we have tons of bullshit artifacts in this country that mean nothing to no one. Did anybody know about James Madison's flute before this week?
No. And for my non-Americans, I just want y'all to know, if you're confused about who James Madison was for the first 15 seconds, I was too, till she said president. Just wanted to throw that out there. Them motherfuckers so old, you can't remember all of them.
It's just ridiculous. I'm going to move on from that. It's just ridiculous that she's getting hate for actually introducing the public to some sort of, artifact that nobody even probably knew existed.
But that's so dope though, that there's a 200-year-old flute and they let her play it. That's a real dope little thing they let her do. I ain't gonna hold you.
Right, and to be honest, the way that this country is set up and the fact that James Madison was a racist slave owner,
Yup.
she could have broke the flute for all we care.
And he bred more slaves.
Exactly.
To sell them, his kids, because he was fucking them slave women and just selling the children.
I think somebody said that he actually slept with his half sister, his black half sister, and then sold their kids into slavery. That's the bullshit that James Madison was on. So we're not gonna feel bad about James Madison. He's dead. We don't care if he's rolling over in his grave because a black woman played his flute. He lucky anybody got reintroduced to his damn flute in the first place. So now on to more current issues of white supremacy,
which we seem to never be able to escape no matter what country we go to.
Not when people like Kanye are around.
I've been seeing the timeline talking about this Kanye shit and this White Lives Matter. What that shit been about? Because it's been a real busy day to day and shit, so I haven't really gotten around to looking at that. But I know people is really fed up with Kanye.
I've been fed up with Kanye. I really don't support him. I know a lot of people that do. I'm not one of them. Kanye and Candace Owens, who is another person I do not support, decided or agreed to wear White Lives Matter t-shirts at I believe it was a fashion show.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, I don't. I think it was a fashion show because I heard something about Jaden Smith walking out of the show.
Yes, which is not
Boosie
surprising.
also personally at him too
Yeah,
about it.
like his mama is Jada, so yeah. I mean, his mama was pretty militant, from what we know. So that's not actually shocking. But yes, Kanye wore the shirt with Candace Owens, then tweeted Black Lives Matter was a scam and White Lives Matter, so we can dead that shit. So I might be paraphrasing. I just need people to stop feeding into Kanye's bullshit. White Lives Matter does not need to be on a t-shirt, needs to be stated, needs to be pronounced, needs to put out, because that is the in 90% of the world and 100% of this country. We all know that white lives matter, like more than ours, which is why we have to say Black Lives Matter so that we can even get a little bit of the humanity that we deserve in this life. And the fact that Kanye has said slavery was a choice, white lives matter, tells me everything I need to know about that man.
You know, I am a Kanye fan, and I have defended him many of times, because you know that man mentally ill. You know what I'm saying? But this time, I really believe it's more than just mental illness. This nigga is not well for real. Cause what the fuck, man? What the fuck is good with Kanye? I agree. We should definitely stop feeding into his bullshit, because people just keeps growing. And you know, Kanye just like a laughing monkey to these white supremacists, anyways. So it's a shame. I wish better for my brother, man. I think them Kardashian girls, they fucked up his brain all the way. Honestly, I think since his mama died, that fucked up his
I was
brain
gonna say that wasn't.
forever.
I mean, I was gonna say that wasn't Kim. That was his mother dying, literally.
Yeah, his mom. Oh well, actually, I don't even want to say that was Kim, because he went through another like phase change, like a big shift when he broke up
Mm-hmm.
with Amber Rose. When him and
Okay.
Amber Rose broke up, that was one of the biggest shifts in Kanye's personality that I think we seen. I mean, the girl was eating his ass and fingering his booty hole before it was even a fucking like thing now that it is today's day and age. So you know, she probably turned his ass out and left him, and he's like, "Damn, how you turn my ass out? Now I ain't got no ass." Like left, and that's
I
how it
I
is.
I I don't think it was more of a thing. I think it was more of a stated thing, right? Like people obviously did that. We just didn't know about it as much as stuff. And
I don't know, man. I don't think niggas was really doing that shit till the last 6 years.
so what's changed that made
Maybe
all of a sudden people decide that that's what they want to do? Kanye?
all of a sudden that's what women decided they want to do: eat men's butts. It's not the. This is a ridiculous ass conversation. I'm not gonna hold you.
As I
So
was saying, I think we have said this in Twitter Spaces before. I feel like the conversations around sex, especially for women, have evolved to the point where women are more openly vocal about sex, the type of sex that they enjoy, the type of sex that their men enjoy or partners enjoy. And I feel like that is why the conversations keep being had rather than all of a sudden people just decided to play with booty holes. That's just my opinion.
so So you think it's been niggas been getting their booty hole played with is what you telling me?
Yes.
Wow. Now I'm gonna go back under that rock I told you I was living in.
Yes. I will say I don't necessarily know people, but I really don't think that all of a sudden people decided. But that's not true because even what it was the early 2000s. We were talking about eating booty like groceries. Like how, like what did you think that was like just one sided?
Hmm. I don't want to say you're right.
Okay, but I'm right. So
So we will move on.
yes, for
Next
devastating.
conversation.
Yeah,
Mhm.
listen, I have devastating news now. Devastating breaking broke yesterday.
We got breaking news.
That broke yesterday.
That it broke yet. Well, I mean, it's not breaking no more. I guess we got broken news. Everybody, you are now tuned in. What is the broken news?
Tia Mowry filed for divorce from her husband, Corey Hardrick.
Oh my gosh, not the Morris sister. Now, which one of the Morris sisters is she? The one that's the one that a little Caucasianish, or is she the one that's niggified?
I guess the nigger. Corey is black, and so is Tia. Well, by race.
Okay, I mean both them black.
Right.
Then okay, then. So, well, cause I saw one of the sisters post under the girl's Instagram thing that said so sad for you, sissy, or we'll get through this together. Some shit like that. When she posted the whole "we gonna get divorced" thing, bro, you know.
Yeah.
And I seen a comment under that made me have a bustling chuckle. You feel me? I was like, ha ha ha. I was laughing.
Why are you
It was
chuckling?
like they said, damn, he must have really fucked up if the white sister done commented on her Instagram post, and she don't ever comment on her sister's Instagram posts. And that made me
Wow.
chuckle and bustle and laugh.
Yeah, I don't know. There was a lot of stuff happening yesterday. Her sister somehow she's getting divorced, but the sister was the one trending um, on Twitter. For me, and so I'm gonna be a little serious. For me, very sad. I really like them together. It actually makes me even more sad because they've been together for a very long time. I think it was like 20 years, and they were married for 12. Um, he basically was like a small time actor when they met, and
Mm-hmm.
now he's doing a lot more stuff. And you want to hope that when you go through your different phases of life, that you don't grow apart, but they might have.
They've been married for a long time. What you think happened? You think they really grew apart, or you think he fucked up for real?
I think it's possible he
Or
fucked
do
up.
you think it's the latter?
I think it's possible he fucked up. I think only because of his Instagram post. Like, doing things off of emotion will make you lose every time, but it could be taken any way. Maybe her filing for divorce was the emotional response, but it also could have been him fucking up.
I mean, if he said a post like that, then maybe he fucked up on doing something emotional, and then she said, "You know what? Fuck you, nigga," and then divorce.
Exactly. And which is unfortunate, and only because I've definitely been there. Not like had any cheating issues, but emotional, thought for divorce, got divorced. So no, it's not easy, especially when kids are involved. I think a lot of people feel like with the comment you said about how her sister never comments on her post, that there was a they've been like had some sort of rift. They don't really live in the same place. They were really close once upon a time, but I don't think their husbands were close. Um, and so I don't know if that was like part of the issue, why they weren't as close anymore. But I think she publicly supporting her sister is probably what she felt like was best, but I'm sure she's privately supporting her. But it's sad because I really liked them. I really loved their little videos. I know a lot of people were like, oh, he always looked upset in the videos. And I'm like, yeah, but he still did them.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's sad because if they're getting divorced because of that, like, then he's definitely not the right for her, because you should want to embrace that. Then there was rumors that he she married beneath him because he couldn't afford to let her be a stay-at-home mother when she got pregnant the first time. And I'm like, we don't know the dynamics of what their financial income was. Yes, she did state that she needed to work, um, but at the end of the day, she was also on a very popular sitcom. So, did you watch Tia when she was on the game, Sir Gleeful?
The game, like the football show.
Yes.
Yeah, I did see. I ain't never finished that show now, but when I was legit and shit, I used to watch that shit. I used to catch them episodes, and she was real cool on that shit too. I fuck with her.
Right. So there was a point where the show stopped airing and then changed networks. And when it changed networks is around the time that she got pregnant, and she went back to the show. And so,
Yeah, I actually remember that. Wow,
yeah,
you unlocked the memory. That shit was locked off for years.
yeah. And so she had moved, like they moved to Atlanta so she could record. And it was a lot, because that was also the time she was recording her reality show with her sister. And it was like a kind of a big thing between them, that her sister's husband worked for Fox News. He was making a certain living because, if you're a news reporter, you're basically getting a steady check, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tamara was not working on a series. She was doing like movies because she was on Strong Medicine, but she actually, that show got canceled, and then she was just doing movies. Whereas, Tia was on the game, but again, like I said, Corey was not um, as affluent of an actor, so he was just getting started and getting bit roles in movies and TV shows and that kind of stuff. So she did need to work, and basically she was the steady income in their relationship. But to me, that is, I feel like people take that stuff for granted, that just because a woman is the breadwinner or brings in the steady income, that is the most harm you could do to a marriage. Because at the end of the day, if you both love what you're doing and you find ways to make money at it, why does it matter if she was the breadwinner and he wasn't? Or why does it matter if he was on
Yeah.
the come up and she had the steady gig?
I feel like it really shouldn't matter if y'all really do love each other, as long as you getting bread, nigga. You know what I'm saying? If I'm making more bread for you, it's for our jit. But I ain't gonna hold you as a man though. I don't want my woman to be making more bread than me, because then I feel less of a man.
In theory, or has that happened to you?
I mean, that hasn't happened to me. Um,
So
yeah.
this is a theory that you've come up with.
But yeah, in theory.
Why do you feel like that in theory?
Well, because I was raised old school. They always hound onto me as the man should be the provider, whoopie whoop, and
Hmm.
not the
So
woman.
that's cultural
So
then.
yeah.
So that's cultural. Um, I would say in my culture, it's a mixed bag. Sometimes, and we're both of Caribbean descent. You Haitian and I'm Jamaican, but
Hmm.
Jamaican women will have how many jobs, right? And a lot of
Yeah.
times we are the breadwinner. Um, and that's not to say that we don't have partners or husbands or whatever that also work and also make money, but a lot of times we are the breadwinner. Um, my mother was the breadwinner. I actually, for about maybe 60% of my marriage, I was not the breadwinner. He was.
Hmm.
Uh, and then that shifted. And once that shifted, it actually was an issue in our marriage, but not because I was making more money. It's because he was making less money. And the stuff that he was, as a breadwinner, supposed to be taking care of, he stopped doing. So for me, I don't know if I, and this is just a theory as well. I don't know if I would ever be able to trust a man to take care of me
Hmm.
because I've seen how it flips when that moment when they can't do it or it's a struggle and you get the blame because no longer able to contribute in the way that they have felt or wanted to or have done. So, two different perspectives. Um, but I mean, if you want, I feel like there's somebody out there for everybody. So I'm sure you'll find that lovely lady who will allow you to take care of her. But, as it's a theory, there may be somebody who comes and tests that theory and you might have to man up and be like, you know what? If she's making more, she's making more. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you though. Like that's a little. I've never been put in that situation.
Right.
But then again, like when I be broke, I don't even be dating or looking to like holler at shorties for real because I don't want to be in that situation where she making more bread than me. But
That's funny. You're like the second person who said something similar to me. That if they broke, they're not dating, and I get it. That person was also a water sign, so yeah. But
girl, none of this motherfucking moon shit mean shit. Thank you.
just had to slip that in there.
Slip that shit in there real quick. Like, girl, you better calm your ass down.
But yeah, I I get it. But if you're married and there's a point where like somebody loses their job or pay cuts or whatever, you're going to get a divorce because the pay cut happened or the loss of job happened, or do
I'm
you
not
navigate?
gonna hold you. I have broken up with a girl once I got fired.
Oh my God.
I
Grief.
got fired. Not like immediately, not immediately, but we broke up. Oh, I got fired. I was down. She took me out on a date to cheer me up, but that shit it just wasn't. A nigga's ego be shot. You feel me? So I was like, you know what? Now it's not the right time, and that was the end of that.
Well, how long were you guys dating?
Not that long. I nipped it in the bud early.
Did you even like her?
No,
I'm
I
just
did like her. She was cool.
okay. Did you ever go back? You ever spin the block?
No, I'm not someone who spins the block often. I think I've
Hmm.
only ever spun the block maybe like one legitimate time.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Well,
yeah, and that relationship didn't end well. That I actually just big
you
on
didn't ghost
racism.
her, did you?
No. It was a big
Oh, the
relationship.
spin the block one.
Yeah, the spin the block one. Yeah. Because
Oh,
we ended up actually dating, like when I said spin the block again, or we ended up dating for like maybe like a year, almost 2 years, and
okay.
I just like, bruh, this just for us to motherfucking be right back where we was, man. Fuck
Yeah.
this. That's what I was feeling.
I think that's the like the potential issue of spinning the block. You literally could just be to a bad situation. And for me, it's always been never go back. Never say never, but
Yeah,
never go
never
back.
say never, because you're gonna find something that you like.
Yeah, but also never go back. But I'm also the person that like I will stay in something even to the point where I should not be staying in it no more. And then once I exit stage left, there's nothing I want in that anymore. So it is difficult for me to spin the block, to be honest. It's just my stubborn nature.
Mm, Now, I think you should definitely be a little bit more open minded to spinning the block, cause that nigga wanna grease one more time. You should let him grease.
Well, I haven't had any offers, so there's that.
Okay. That's valid. That's valid.
Yeah. But I highly doubt that I'll take anybody up on that. Um, yeah, so I,
Boo, tomato. I'm throwing tomatoes.
well, back to Tia Mari. I'm very upset, very devastated. Yesterday was like divorce central, left and right. Giselle Bundchen and
Mm-hmm.
Tom Brady and Nas and Miguel and who else? I don't know. There was some Angela Jolie,
You
Brad
know,
Pitt.
I can't believe fucking fuck. Who was the names you was just saying again?
Which one? Giselle
For the
and Brad
divorce.
Tom.
No, no,
Uh,
no, no.
Miguel and Nas. What's her name? Nas.
Brady. There we go. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh,
Tom motherfucking Brady. He really fucking picking football over his wife and kids.
yeah. I mean, and people are saying she makes more money than him. So it might kind of go back to what you were saying about feeding the ego. I do think he's very ego driven. Um, and I think that's because my whole thing is start a business, retire, start. Football is not something that I would say to anybody, oh yeah, do it until you're in your 50s or 60s. Like you want to pivot. Like your body can't no longer handle it, even if you're the best quarterback in the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
Even look at Serena with tennis. She had to retire because her body could not handle doing that, and then she wanted to have another baby. And
Wait, hold on. Serena Williams retired?
Lord Jesus, Glee, yes, you wish she
Look,
retired.
look, when I told you I be living in a cave under a rock by myself, Shawty, I be living under a cave in a rock by myself.
Oh my
I
God,
I have
Serena
no
Williams
idea.
retired like last month.
I feel like Candace Parker when she just found out what's his face died. Or was that Candace Parker? It was
No, that was
somebody.
Stacey Dash. when
There we go. Stacey died. Both of them fucking coons anyways. I was close.
yes, that's true. Yeah. So yeah, Serena Williams has retired from tennis. Tom Brady should also retire. He did retire and then
He did.
unretired.
And
Then
came back. He think
decided.
he's the Michael Jordan of the motherfucking NFL. 'Cause he, 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 he,
Oh I don't know. Is it boredom? Like, what is it? Do you get to a certain income level and you just bored and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to doing the old shit that I was, or is it just like,
No, I don't even think it was money. It was literally him just wanting a ring, another ring. Tom Brady has more rings by himself than any other NFL team.
mm-hmm.
Single NFL team. Like that one person got more rings than any team in the NFL. Like he chasing stats now. Honestly,
Just sad. I mean, it's
still
affecting
weird. He
his
kisses
career.
his kids on the mouth like that though. Very weird, man.
Let's not go there. I try not to delve into white people nonsense like that. It's
Nah,
like,
nah, yeah,
whew,
you're right. We can't make sense of what they be doing. We'll never understand it. Just like how they'll never understand why we wash our legs.
right. Like when I saw that on Twitter, they're like, "Why are you washing your legs?" I'm like, "Why are you not?" Or will we just let the soap drip down? I was like, I'm sorry," and they're the first ones to walk around barefoot.
Their fucking foot out in the grass, out in the city, out on the sidewalk, out in the stop signs. Boy, they be walking barefoot everywhere. That shit don't make no sense to me. I was talking to a white person because, in Florida, we have those. And I asked him, why you like being barefoot so much? You know what this nigga told me? This person told me, I feel connected to the earth. I feel literally everything going on underneath my feet when I don't have shoes on and I'm part of the earth and I'm human. And I was like, whatever that fucking means. And kept it pushing. But I maybe that's the universal reason why they choose to just walk around barefoot everywhere.
Might be, might be. I don't understand it because I ain't doing it. So, last bit of entertainment news: Jesse Williams. If you don't know who Jesse Williams is, he's an actor from Grey's Anatomy. He's currently starring on Broadway. I think he was nominated for an Tony Award, and he was recently granted visitation of his children from his wife and his divorce proceedings. They've been going through this long custody battle back and forth about spousal support, child support, and now visitation.
Mm-hmm.
And he was finally granted this week the visitation rights. He had moved to New York from California, um, because he was filming in California for Grey's Anatomy, and now he is moved to New York to do Broadway. He also had his salary cut because he's no longer, again, he's not a series regular, so he's not making as much money. And he I think he is like almost his way through to an EGOT though, because I believe he got an Oscar for a producer's Oscar, and he wants, I think, to start racking up. He probably won't get that to happen on Grey's Anatomy, but I did hear that he might do a new show with his co-star from there and do a April spinoff. Whatever. I used to watch Grey's Anatomy very religiously. Now I watch it like a couple times a year and catch up on what's happening and then don't watch it again. But on to their personal matters. So he was actually granted this visitation, and his wife has decided to put out articles on why it is unfair that their young children should have long distance visitation with their father,
Mm-hmm.
in that they do have to come on planes with either a nanny, a family member, or by themselves, and be flown to New York to visit their father. I personally feel she's lost the plot on this. you should kind of want children
Mm,
to have a relationship with their father. He is doing a Broadway play. I
agreed.
think it's about six times a week, and so I don't know if it makes sense for him to be flying out to grab them. They did have in their custody order that either a family member would come and grab them or the nanny. But she has been trying to stop his visitation custody rights since the beginning. So, what's your thoughts on uh, long distance visitation?
Well, honestly, I feel like from the outside looking in, because I am a gentleman with no kids,
Hmm.
um, that you should be allowed visitation, no matter the distance, always. Because just need to have they parent, they other parent in their life, because it takes two to tango. You can't just like go half on the baby and keep the other half away from the baby.
Right,
So that's my views on it. And like if like for that example, if that nigga's always just gone and shit, that nigga need to make some time to go see your jits, bro. They finally letting you see your jits. It's not easy, but you got the bread. Fly that shorty out with the kid. Tell her you stay at the hotel and do whatever the fuck you want to do. Let me see my kid.
right. I do think like he has done vacations. She was very upset about even that. I just feel like she's been trying to keep him away from the kids, and I just feel like, and I listen, I don't know what happened
I
in their
hate that
marriage.
shit.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in their marriage. But I do think that she's not been. I think she's doing herself and her kids a disservice by keep like trying to limit his access and visitation. But that's just my opinion. Um, and she does kind of come off as a woman's sport, and it's sad because I feel like she's highly educated. Um, I, I'm sure she feels like she did her job as a wife. Um, but keeping your kids, I understand the impact of flying and traveling and all that stuff, but I just don't. I feel like you should try to figure out a way to work that out. And he has made concessions of sending somebody for them. I think, like I said, the nanny or a family member. I think where she doesn't like it is he's also mentioned a friend who used to be her friend, and that was a whole messy thing. But anyway, I just think that she should be a little more engaged in keeping the kids and his relationship a priority.
Yeah, I really can't stand women who really just don't let the nigga see their kid because of their own petty reasons.
Yeah.
That should be fucking blowing me. I be like, yo, because I got homeboys, and I be
Hmm.
seeing them like down bad, like crying, like just frustrated because they can't see their kid because they baby mama on some fuck shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, I feel bad for y'all niggas, man. That's why that will
Yeah.
never be me. Mm-mm.
You've made it this far, Glee, so you're doing well. But that is it for our entertainment news segment. Sorry to all those going through hurt and divorce, and
Yeah.
good to all those who are winning, like Lizzo. Moving on to our reality TV news segment, which I don't have much. We'll briefly talk about Love Island, um, Love is Blind, and Big Brother. First up, Love is Blind. Let's get the unhappiness out the way. Speaking of divorces, our season 2 couple, Black Love couple, Jared and Iana, they finally finally filed for divorce. So there is no longer any hope. And
Have you
there was
seen Love Is Blind season 1?
I did.
Have is that white guy and that black girl still together?
They are. And their name is
Oh,
Lauren and Cameron. And they are still together.
yeah, there we go, Lauren and Cameron.
Yeah. Still very, very success story. Actually, both couples from season one that got married are still together. And both couples that got married on season two have filed for divorce.
Damn, so season 2 was just a flop.
Season two was a flop. Um, and I had hoped that it wouldn't be. I was very invested in Jared and Iana. Um, and for I wonder about the process because I feel like what we were shown season one and what we were shown season two, it felt like two different processes. And especially timing wise, they did do the same amount of timing in that they had them be together for like at least a year before they like showed the show, which
Hmm.
I think that did work out in Lauren and Cameron's favor and the Barnetts. But for some reason, I feel like the process was totally different this season. But it also could be editing and what they decided to focus on. So, big sorry to Jared and Ilana. I hope they find what they're looking for, since that is not them. They were my other. Listen, I love a Taurus and Scorpio combo. And we're not batting 100 in reality TV, unfortunately. So, very sad. Love is Blind season 3 drops in 2 weeks, October 19th.
You gonna watch that?
I will watch it. I always watch. I will watch. I will get invested and I will cry when it all doesn't work out. Unfortunately, that is the cycle of reality TV, especially romance shows like I watch.
Mm-hmm.
Um, on Love Island T News, I still can't find, based on our conversation last week, I was like, he's right. What's going on with Courtney and Bryce? I can't figure it out. And I will tell you, in doing a deep dive of both of their IG pages, I still can't figure it out. Someone on Reddit did say that they are still together. So until otherwise, I think they're still together. Oh, and I found out that Serenity and Tyler are dating. So who knew? I didn't even realize that.
I wish I wanted more for her.
You wanted yourself for her.
Don't put my business out there, girl. Come on. What if she hear this? Actually, if you do hear this, yeah, it was good. You know, I was for you since episode 1, season 1, when I seen you standing there. I like, oh, that short little black girl. She real cute. I love her melanin. I'm not no nigga like that Chad nigga who was faking it just to leave you to be with 8 other white women. No, nigga. I'm a real nigga. Yeah. Come fuck with one. But that's the end of my little segment, my little love segment to Serenity. Moving on to whatever else Mika had to say. My bad.
So now the Glee's done shooting his shot at Serenity. So big news is that Naja is dating somebody new already.
Huh? Now she got a new man?
Naja got a new man, and he don't look nothing like Jeff.
No.
He don't look anything like Jeff. You know who he looks like, though? Take a guess who he looks like.
Tyler.
No. Isaiah.
Oh.
So,
You know, I'm not going to hold you. I definitely could have seen that as a ship, too.
right.
Isaiah and Naja, they should have gave it a shot. Hey, it could have worked.
I think they would have worked better than him and Phoebe.
Who Phoebe again?
Casa Amor Phoebe.
Oh
Chad
yeah.
Phoebe.
I really can't stand that girl.
Poor Phoebe. Yeah, so
I
Naja got
hope
a
she
new
know that she
Blu-ray.
hated by everybody on the fan base.
Not everybody, but a pretty high
Damn good.
percentage. A pretty high percentage. Which is unfortunate. I don't think she deserves all the hate, but she is still very annoying.
Hmm.
So yes. On to Big Brother T.
Wait, before we get to Big Brother, I do just want to say, I knew Naja wasn't about Jeff for real like that, for real. Because she switched up on that nigga so many times, and now she already got another man. Yo, that's so crazy to me how
That
she got
looks
another
nothing
nigga
like
type
him.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah, that means
man,
that he
she
was
was
not
not
even
really
her
fucking
type.
with him for real.
Yeah.
She was just fucking with him for his member, his penis, his thing of a thing here.
Oh
You
Lord
feel me?
Jesus.
Cause she was on that island. You know what I'm saying? She was getting sauced up. She probably just like, man, I need some dick. And Jeff was like, "You're what's good, shawty. I'm here with it." And that's how it was.
I do think that it was more that she knew he was popular. That's why she got with him in the first place. And then I think her seeing that he stayed single in Casa Amor is what turned her. And plus his popularity. That being said, Jeff needs to grow up. So there's that.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. All right, I'm gonna let you have your Big Brother segment because I don't know shit about that.
So real quick on Big Brother, we have Taylor, Joseph, and Monty will all be on The Bold and the Beautiful, which is a soap opera under the same umbrella of CBS. We don't know what the plot will be, but we could take a guess since all three of them will be there. Um, So I'm not a big bold and a beautiful person, but I will actually be watching that episode whenever they appeared. And Taylor looked gorgeous in the promo for that episode. Uh, Also, if you listening for podcasts recommendations on, I will say more Taylor Hale insight info. She just did a deep dive with Taryn Armstrong on the Rob Has a Podcast network. It is a 6-hour deep dive. Have I listened to it? I've listened to 5 hours of it, and I still have like 45 minutes left. I will say it's kind of amazing. So if you're looking for something, absolutely go look for that. I have not. There's a YouTube version and a podcast version. I actually listened to the podcast version, and yes, I will be going to watch the YouTube version to see all the nice little facial expressions that Taylor has. So it's like watching live feeds again. So yes, congratulations to Taylor, Joseph, and Monty on their bold and beautiful appearance. They just also walked the red carpet for the Real Love Boat, which premieres tonight, and I will be recapping it tonight on this channel. So stay tuned. Starts in about half an hour, and then I will be recapping after the show airs. So that's it for our T segment. On to relationship topic. Glee, you presented us with a relationship topic. You want to do yours first?
Oh shit, did I?
Yes, you did. Yours is the second one, and mine is the first one. But we can talk about.
Go ahead, do yours first because I
Oh,
gotta go
mine.
back and check what I said.
Mine
Well,
is
actually. No, yeah. Go ahead. I need to fucking research what I was saying.
okay. Mine is very quick. It's would you move for a partner?
Mm, mm. It depends on just a few things, really.
Mm-hmm.
Um, how serious are we? Is the first and foremost question, and next would be how confident am I in us?
Okay.
Because I wouldn't want to move and then like now we don't work. Now I'm just here by myself. You feel me?
Right.
And vice versa. I wouldn't want you to move. Um, and like now you here by yourself, and I'm not gonna be the type of nigga to be checking in on you and shit. Cause now you here by yourself. You feel me? Even if I was the one you moved for,
Right.
if we, broke up after, I'm not gonna be doing all that. So it really depends. Now, would I move for a partner? Long answer is short,
Okay.
yes. But the boxes have to be checked before I do that.
Got it.
Would you?
So my answer always been no, I would not. Um, and for mostly a number of reasons. Remember, I have kids, so school systems are very important to me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I also have visitation and custody issues, not issues, but like things that would have to be worked out. And for me, it's just I like my simple life that I live in this area. I will say that of the last couple months, I have thought more whether or not I would do it, and I think I might be able to do it. I think it would be hard, and it would have to be somebody very, very worth it for me to do it. But it's only a small inkling of whether or not I would do it.
Hmm. Okay, okay. Now for my relationship esque question,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't really call it relationship, but just more so a question for the times. But I've just always wanted to know what is the science behind cold weather and wanting to fall in love. Because I was outside walking and a cool breeze hit me, and I had a flashback of one of my exes. And then I was thinking, it's like, damn, I always be like so extra like in love every time the cold weather come around. Cause I remember in that flashback, I was like so like in love with her because it was that cold little weather. But like in the summertime, it wasn't really like that. You feel me?
Yeah.
So that's kind of just like how I was, feeling. Every time the chilly air starts to turn chilly, I just be wanting to just love on somebody. That's me. I'm a lover boy for real. Let me love you, shawty. Maybe eat your ass on a Wednesday.
Oh no, Jesus. Uh, so we're basically dissecting cuffing season,
Yeah, we dissecting cuffing season.
and my thing with cuffing season is I think it depends on the person.
Hmm.
Um, some people, cuffing season will more apt them to head into a relationship, like an actual serious relationship. Some people would more put them in a situationship, meaning they know it's just going to be for fall and winter. Come spring, they're done.
Hmm.
And for some people, they're actively avoiding it because they're afraid of being in the latter situation that it's going to end after the winter. So I really think it's the type of person. Have I felt like I mean I'm a cuddler. I love to cuddle, but I like to cuddle year round. Not that, like, it's, I don't think it's, but I get cold often. So my,
So you need one for cuffing season, cause
yes,
you getting cold all the time.
yes, I'm cold all the time. But I,
Yeah, iron low. Mm-hmm.
yeah, my iron is low. I have hemoglobin secret. That being said, I have not entered into a relationship or situationship in the fall and winter in with the intention of, having a cuffing season. Not a point of intention for me. But I do know people who absolutely do that, and some of them find themselves not getting out of it, and some people find themselves, like, by the time spring comes, oh, so I'm sure there's a science behind it. I think it's might be relegate our interactions nowadays with just relationships. Um, some I was listening to a podcast. I think it was Black Women Therapy, and they were talking about how back in the days, physical contact didn't just have to do with your romantic relationships. It had to do with your platonic, same gender, or opposite gender relationships as well. So it wasn't so much of a stigma to hold your friend's hand, or to hug your friend, or to write your friend letters, and even if they were the same gender. Nowadays, it is. And it might be the reasoning why we're so seeking out as much physical interaction, especially when the months of fall and winter arrive and we are no longer having the ability to get consistent physical interactions with other people. So, we start hibernating. We don't go out as much. We do have the holidays, but the holidays are like within certain weeks. And so I think it's possible that because we are limiting all our physical interactions to our romantic partners, that might be why cuffing season has become more of a thing. That's my opinion.
Have you ever been with someone during like the start of cuffing season? Like, have you gotten with someone around that time frame, and then it just kind of carried on from there? Because me personally, I have never. I've always been with someone before cuffing season, leading into cuffing season, and feeling those vibes. But I never really picked up anyone during cuffing season.
Yeah, same thing. I have never, like, gone with anybody, like, during cuffing season and, continued on. It's always been like earlier in the year. So
Hmm.
I will say it's not a bad place to be, to have somebody during the winter months to cuddle up with, but not my experience that that's the primary reason why I am getting into a relationship. So that's where I think the science comes from. Um, our emotional response to limited physical interactions.
I can kind of agree with that.
Yeah. So that is our relationship segment for today. Off to TV movies. Are we watching anything this week? I like I said, I'm watching The Love Boat tonight, and The Mole comes out on Friday. I watched Bachelor in Paradise for 2 days this week. That's kind of my week right now. So it's my busier week at work, so I very rarely get to watch too much. How about you, Gleeful?
Hmm. Am I watching anything this week?
Mm-hmm.
Um, honestly, truly, I was really thinking about starting and finishing Insecure season 4 finally.
You should. You absolutely should. I will always encourage that.
But like then it'll really like be over. It'll end. And that's just it's bittersweet, you feel me? Like I
Yeah.
don't want it to happen. But
Yeah.
I definitely have to finish it because like it's been like what, a year already? Shit.
Oh my God, has it been?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's almost a year since it ended. Oh my God, that's terrible. I gotta do a rewatch. I I will say it is bittersweet that Insecure ended, but it was such a joy to watch, as I said last week. I do want to watch Issa Rae's new series, Rap Shit. I've heard good things about it. And also, someone I love is in there, Kid Fury from the Read podcast. Mentioned last week, I'll be working on my Christmas list, holiday movie lists for the end of the month. Those are always fun. I don't really watch too much during the winter months. It's usually either like a reality TV show, so like 12 Dates of Christmas, I watch usually in the winter months, uh, or holiday movies. So once November comes, it's there's so many holiday movies like every day to either watch or rewatch. That's pretty much what I watch. And you do find after a certain point they do stop showing actual scripted TV shows, um, that they go on hiatus until the spring. So I can't think that's actually coming out that I am actively engaged in watching. I will be doing the Cherish the Day recap. The episode came out yesterday, and I will be recapping that this week. And that is scripted. So,
That's scripted.
yes, it is. It's on OWN. It is a romantic drama, I believe. And so I'm excited for it. There's not too much scripted things that, like I said, certain things that are still on, like Grey's Anatomy. I'll check in once or twice a year. I don't go back and watch it often. I New Amsterdam, which I used to watch on NBC. That show was really good, and then they just kind of ruined it, with a lot of behind the scenes stuff, that makes it so that I don't really care to watch the actual show. There are some new shows, none of them which have actually caught my attention that I want to actively engage in watching. So, and I think we stated last week, other than Woman King, I don't think there's any movies coming out. So, well, next month is Black Panther 2, which I will be watching.
Next month is what?
Black Panther 2.
I really can't wait for that. Yeah, that's what I'm about to tell you. Black Panther 2 looking fire. And I don't know if you
Right.
seen me tweet, but remember that Barack Obama, Ryan Gosling as Barack Obama meme?
Mm-mm.
Would you watch? Oh, okay. Well, I'll send that to you.
Okay.
Would you watch this? Cause me personally, I would kind of watch it.
Ryan
I'm
Gosling
not.
as Barack Obama?
Yeah, it was looking kind of good. I'm not gonna hold you. Let me. There we go. There we go. I found the tweet. The meme.
The theory doesn't seem to make sense to me. So,
Well, it
so
was
that's the first thing.
it was the white people's troll as a rebuttal to Ariel being black. So they were like, "What if we had Ryan Gosling be Barack Obama?" And then this picture came about. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna hold you. I kind of would watch this. But check your DMs, check your messages.
Um,
It's giving really much, really.
oh,
Who
oh,
is it? I would watch it. I'm not gonna hold you. It look interesting.
in the tan suit and everything. Listen, Ariel's not real. She's not real.
She definitely is not.
So Obama's real. So turning him into a white man, I don't. No, it doesn't hit the same. I'm sorry. Um, you want to take? I don't even know what black character they could take and make white. And, I mean, maybe Static Shock, Miles Morales.
Oh no! Don't say that. You gonna give them ideas? Not Static.
Oh my god! I think they're making a Static. Is it scripted? I don't know, but if they do, I'm there. I love me some Static Shock. That and Gargoyles.
Static Shock.
You ever watch Gargoyles?
I'm not gonna hold you. No.
No, you gotta watch Gargoyles. Disney Plus Gargoyles, please. You gotta watch that. Oh, so good.
Is it a movie
Oh
or
my
a show?
It's a cartoon. It's a cartoon. It's you know what gargoyles are, right?
Yeah, the little stone statues that come to life.
Yes. Okay. Yes. That show was so good, and it was
I didn't know.
yeah, it was so good. So if they redid that show, oh, I would be so excited. Um, but yes, gargoyles, Static Shock. Like if you made those people black, I mean white, I think nobody would like actually be mad.
Yeah, because those aren't real fucking people.
But Barack Obama is black and a real life person, and he was a real life president. I don't understand. Let us not do the craziness. Ariel is not real. Mermaids
Are
can
real.
be black. Listen, they could be real, but the one can be black.
They can definitely be black too. You can't tell me we got mermaids in the Caribbean waters and they're not black. They're definitely out there
I mean,
speaking patois.
the crab was literally Trinidadian, and they're
He
mad that the
was.
new areas.
The crab
It needs
Sebastian
to
had a
stop.
whole accent.
Whole accent.
I wonder what they made her daddy. Honestly, I'm not gonna hold you.
Asian, I
Poseidon,
think.
that was her daddy, right? Or was he Tristan? Triton?
Triton.
Poseidon?
It was Triton.
Yeah, I said Tristan. I'm a dumbass. No. So Trident, he was a fish of many seas. He could have been, breeding all sorts of different races of fish women's. So one of them could definitely be black. I don't know why they think Ariel the only sister.
If you look, well, in the movie, her sisters are all many colors. That's coming out. But I think if you look, even in the cartoon, that was the case. Like some of them had darker skin, some of them had lighter skin. Like that was the case. So, and again, they're not real, so we can do that.
Exactly.
Anyway, these people need to get over it. There's also a Tiana series coming out, but I have to see when that's coming. I think it might be like 2023 or 2020.
Princess and the Frog, Tiana.
Yes, they're
Oh,
making
that'd
a
be
series for her. Yeah, so I'm
They should
excited
have
for
been
that.
made a series for her. I'm not
They
gonna hold you.
literally should have. I don't
They
know
could
what
have
they were doing.
capitalized off her shit when it first came out, because it was really big when she first came out too.
Yeah,
They could have definitely just kept going from there.
and to be honest, it's one of my favorite movies, and even like one of my sons is like his favorite movies. We just like love Tiana. When we used to go to Disney, we used to go visit the actual Tiana in Disney World. It's such a joy actually to meet them. They do a really good job dressing up in costume. But again, not real people, but we love them. So that is it for TV movie what we're watching. Hopefully that picks up and hopefully you start Insecure and tell me that that last season they did really a really good job ending it. Do we have anything? We did talk about music in the forefront, and I'm gonna send you some Lizzo stuff for you to listen to. Do you have any music for our music segment for the people?
Alright, you music junkies and music heads all in the same out there. Today my song of repeat that I've been listening to today. I have not listened to any other songs today or music besides this one song, and that was Juice World's Let Me Know. Rest in peace, Juice World. I feel like you died too soon. Very stupid of you to just eat motherfucking like 67 pills at the airport instead of just letting someone else take the hit for you. Or you just fucking taking the damn charges. Rapper
That's
got
all
stiff
he died.
overs. He could have definitely, yeah, he overdosed. Because he was gonna get caught with them
Just
pills on the
flushing down
shit.
the toilet in the airport.
Not, who fucking knows? That's yeah. Maybe there was no toilet nearby, but still, he was about to get caught, and he just ate all them shits instead.
That's
I don't know
sad.
why he didn't make someone else eat them, or if he didn't just split them all with his camp and be like, "All right, everybody eat three," you know. But shit. Rest in peace, Juice World. But let me know. That's my song of the day. Tell you something. I, I wonder why. Yeah, that's my shit. And then also another song I would like to bring light to, or another artist I would like to bring light to, as of late has been making a lot of noise and been trending on YouTube every time he drop a new song, has been T Grizzly. T motherfucking Grizzly has been on his shit. He's bringing back trap storytelling. Like there's not in since King Von died, R.I.P. to King Von too. Maybe not R.I.P. That nigga was a killer, but maybe don't burn too bad in hell, I guess. But yeah, T motherfucking Grizzly. He dropping all these great dimes of storytelling, rap music. Just like I don't even know if they real stories that he just heard from the hood, but I think he making them up too. But they've been real fire. If y'all want to know a real good one that I would suggest, that's like some storytelling that just draws you in, is Mrs. Evans, number one of the series. That one is a real good one. It reminds me of when I was in my youth and I was trying to holler at my teacher. Yeah, Miss Evans. We all had a Miss Evans. We want you so bad, you fine ass girl. And the second one was Robbery, part one, two, three, and four. You should just watch and listen to all of them. Some good storytelling in that shit, cause they come in parts. So yeah, go ahead, give my man's T Grizzly a listen. And yeah, that's the end of the music segment. Anything you wanted to shout out, throw out there?
Nothing. I'm still listening to Renaissance and Lizzo. But
Alright.
yeah, they still have a chokehold on me. But on to food news. So Oreo just announced that they'll be having an Oreo Snickerdoodle flavor for the holiday months. Are you a big Oreo fan, Glee?
um, I'm a big chocolate fan. I love chocolate women, love chocolate desserts, love chocolate snacks. Big fan of chocolate. So I fuck with Oreos for sure. I haven't had some in a minute though. But you said snickerdoodle? Yeah.
Snickerdoodle flavor.
I've never
So
tasted a
snickerdoodle is like
snickerdoodle before.
cinnamon. Yeah, so snickerdoodle is like a cinnamon flavored cookie. So that will be, nice for the little fall into winter months. I'm a big Oreo flavor fan, so I love their red velvet that they've come out with, their Cinnabon that they've come out with. Um, I love Oreo, so I usually will try unless it has mint in it or it's like chocolate. I like chocolate cream in the middle. I will usually try their flavors. My favorite has been the red velvet and the blueberry pie one. If you see those, pick them up and try them. They're very good. And
I've
our
never tasted a snickerdoodle. What it tastes like?
it tastes like just like cinnamon and just like if you get a nice soft one, it's just like a cinnamon not shortbread, but like sugar cookie. So like just brown sugar, cinnamon, and then cookie. It's pretty good. My kids usually love them. Like if they're not gonna get oatmeal raisin, they'll do a snickerdoodle. Are we
Okay.
carving pineapples for Halloween?
No, never celebrated Halloween. But I think this year will be my first year handing out candy.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, cause the kids in my neighborhood, like when I had my dog, I used to always longboard with my dog. Like I would be riding the longboard and my husky would be pulling me around the whole city. We garnered a lot of tension around the city, and niggas started calling me the Husky Rider. Random people in the city, when they see me out in public, would call me the Husky Rider. So the kids always just chased after us and like always wanted to pet my dog and shit like that. And I got to know them. I was like, y'all cool. So I'm gonna hand out some candy this year for the first time. Get back to my
Cool.
neighborhood. Get back to them kids.
I didn't know you had a husky, or you don't have your husky anymore.
No, I don't have him anymore. But he was about like a 5'10" on his paws, husky.
Oh wow. So the trend currently is to carve pineapples as jack o' lanterns for Halloween. I'm unsure who started that trend. I know that in Hawaii they usually did that. Why it's come stateside, I do not understand, and I highly reject.
Would you highly reject?
Yes, I highly reject the process, and I don't understand why it's cute to jack o' lantern. Pumpkins you can keep
Um,
out for a long time. How can a pineapple be kept out for a long time?
no, pineapple definitely cannot. That's kind of ghetto. That's gonna make a lot of fruit flies come around too. But
Exactly.
then, don't pumpkins make fruit flies come too? I don't know.
I've never had a pumpkin make a fruit fly near, and I have uh right now live in an apartment building, so I've had pumpkins outside my little doorway in the hallway, and then I've had a house and had it outside in the house. Never had issues. I think I've had did we have like a squirrel or something try to eat it once? But other than that, never had like flies or anything come and try to. Usually it's so cool out or cold out that it'll keep it pretty fresh outside. So, but yes, we're I don't I'm rejecting pineapples as jack o' lanterns. So let's not continue this trend.
I'm not gonna hold you. A pineapple would be a good SpongeBob house jack o' lantern.
Oh Lord, that's actually a good idea. Okay, unless your Halloween SpongeBob theme, go right on ahead. McDonald's this week launched an adult Happy Meal in either a Big Mac or chicken nugget version. It comes with the fries, medium fries, and a medium drink, and you get a toy that's either a Grimace, a hamburger, or Birdie. So old school toys, and it comes in a Cactus Buddy box in honor of the Cactus Plant Flea Market brand. So did you see this that McDonald's had put out a Happy Meal for adults?
I saw a meme actually before we got on here today in regards to um yo, I just got my new Big Mac adult Happy Meal. It came with liquor. And I was like where the fuck they do that at? Cause I want me some.
Well,
But
I
I
can
think that
tell
was a
you,
meme.
yeah, they do not come with liquor, but funny enough, yesterday out and get. Ooh, I don't know if you can see me.
Ooh, where'd you go?
Ah,
I don't see you.
there we go.
Oh,
I did get 2 boxes of the McDonald's
it's
Happy Meal.
limited edition. What's this Captain Cactus look like?
A Cactus Plant Flea Market. I think it's something in like California or something where McDonald's was actually created, and they did come with a toy. And it's funny enough, I tried to order it from 2 different McDonald's to pick up, and the other 2 McDonald's were absolutely sold out. And when I went to order from this place, the order went through no problem. But when I got there, I heard them telling other people that I got the last 2 adult Happy Meals in the restaurant. So I ordered just in time.
Just in fucking time.
Have you ever collected McDonald's toys?
Nope, but box opening. Let's see. Open up the bag. At least one of them. I hope you got Mr. Cactus in the. I want to see what that look like.
Yeah. So usually you're not supposed to open it up, but I will open up one. I think they're both the same thing when I'm feeling them. And I think
Wait,
I
but hold on. Before you open it, y'all, listen to this ASMR that she going do with this little crinkle. Yeah, ASMR.
So let's see. I'm gonna open just a little. So when I was younger, we did collect McDonald's toys, but I don't know where those are. I did. I got a Hamburglar.
You got the cactus?
No, I got the Hamburglar.
The cat burger. I was wanting the Mr. Cactus. Well, he got. Hey, I'm not gonna hold you. The cat burglar lit too. Real shit. He's one of the.
I would want this or Grimace. So yes, like very.
I've never heard of Grimace. Which one is that? The purple one?
Yes.
Okay, I never knew his name. I just knew him as the purple nigga from McDonald's.
So so I definitely would want a Grimace. But yes, so if you have not, try and get your McDonald's adult Happy Meal while supplies last, which I don't know if there will because they seem to be going fast. I did get
a
chicken nugget.
Popeye's chicken, huh?
Right. So I did get a chicken nugget box and I got a Big Mac box, and I gave my son the chicken nuggets, but I took the toy. So hopefully I know. He didn't notice, so I'm off the hook. But I did it for you guys, right? So
she did it for this box opening today, so I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let it pass.
Exactly. So that is it in food news. As I said, I believe that the adult Happy Meals will be going through the end of the month, but like I said, they're flying off the shelves already, so who knows. But I'll try again to get like a Grimace or something, hopefully in the next week or 2 if they come out. Knowing them, they'll probably put Grimace like absolutely last. So it started this week. It started on the 3rd, And they put out Hamburglar. I bet you that Grimace is not coming till probably like last week or something. So, and that news. And now we're gonna wrap up. So, Glee. Anything else you want to talk about on this podcast? We just, let's see, 1 hour and 40 minutes through our second podcast. So much to talk about, so little time. Is there anything you have to say before we end?
Nope, I got OCD, and I would like us to end on an even number, so exactly at 140. But I just want to use these last 30 seconds to say thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We really appreciate it. If y'all got any feedback, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If wherever you watching this, follow, subscribe, like that. Run them socials up. We got Miss Entertainment and Color at Entertainment and Color on IG. We got that on Twitter. Look down at the video. She also on Instagram and TikTok. And me, I'm just a nigga with a voice. If you are not a nigga, don't say I'm a nigga with a voice. Just say I am a man with a voice. And that concludes me.
And I will also thank everybody out there for listening. I'm having a good time, so we'll be back for episode 3 next week. And peace, guys.
Peace. Later.